This is Daily Vlog number 86. 3-Minute Theology is off this week. It'll return next week. But instead, I wanted to do a little bit of a book recommendation. You mean a book review? No, not really a review. I'm not getting into an in-depth analysis of the story and the writing style and all that other stuff. I just wanted to talk a bit about a book that I highly recommend to those of you who are looking for something kind of cool, a little different, and that'll make you think. Now, this is not the book, but it is the prequel to the book. Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. You probably heard of it because of the movie that came out this past year with Harrison Ford and some unknown little kid. I haven't seen the movie, but then again, there is a backlog of movies that I haven't seen. The book Ender's Game is about a young boy in a military society that basically is tasked with the task to save the world. Without giving away any spoilers, I will say this. The kid does survive and winds up in this. Speaker for the Dead is the sequel to Ender's Game. It follows this kid, Ender, as an adult, dealing still with the aftermath of what happened in the first book. Now, what's so special about this book? Well, for me, it's what a speaker for the dead is. As an adult, Ender becomes a speaker for the dead. Someone who is called upon by a family member of someone who has died to come and speak on behalf of the dead person. There's no mystical powers at work or supernatural things going on. They actually use a pretty common way of finding out about the dead, which is by talking to all of those who knew them, and then formulating a response, a speaking on behalf of the dead person. As a pastor, I've had to do many, many funerals. Funerals for strangers, funerals for people dear to me, and everywhere in between. And the one thing that I try to do is my research. To find out about this person whose life we're celebrating and to whom we're about to say goodbye. Because I think it means something to the families to know that some effort was put into representing this person fairly. And that's what resonates with me about this book. I recommend the book not because it's filled with fantastic sci-fi action, although it does take place on alien worlds and there's a whole lot of stuff in there that's pretty cool. I like this book because of what a speaker for the dead does. There have been times where I would have loved to speak the whole truth about what the deceased was like. But for propriety's sake, you hold back because you don't know the whole story. That's what a speaker for the dead does. They find out the whole story. Ender goes to speak for someone who was an abusive husband and father. The guy was an animal and a jerk. But when Ender goes and looks into the life of this guy and finds out the reasons that kind of pushed him in that direction, when he gives the speaking, it is a powerful thing in the book. It affects everybody. I like that. It doesn't defend his actions, saying that he was justified in the horrible things he did. But what it does is it tries to bring people to a deeper understanding of this person and their role in his life. And that's something I would love to do for the people I bury. Heck, that's something I would love for someone to do to me. To understand me so well that when it's my turn in the box, they will speak for me. Not defending the mistakes that I made, and not overly celebrating the achievements I've achieved, but just trying to help people understand who I was and the effect they had on me. Speaker for the dead. Please don't say it, please don't say it, please don't say it. It spoke to me. Dang it! So tell me, what books have really spoken to you? Not just books you really liked, but ones that really hit you deep down inside, that affected you profoundly. Ones you still go back to and read, because they're near and dear to you. Please don't say Twilight. Let me know in the comments below, and maybe we can get a reading list started. This has been Daily Vlog number 86. 279 to go. I'll talk to you tomorrow.